Welcome to a session of Ask Alex. Pretty much what Ask Alex is a series of questions that people send me via Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter that I choose to tackle down on videos for YouTube. Today's question of the day is, how can I get over my trust issues? It's actually hurting my current relationship. Trust issues in a relationship. There are two answers to that question. One is to get out of the relationship, which I will explain a little bit more. And the second is to stay in the relationship, but make the changes necessary to heal and for the relationship to grow to be a healthy relationship. The reason why you should get out of the relationship, because trust is at the foundation of every relationship, every healthy relationship. Without trust, you cannot have a healthy relationship. You cannot have proper communication. You cannot have a strong bond. You cannot have a lasting relationship. And the reason you need to get out is because you have to get yourself healed and be able to trust again to even have a relationship, a functional relationship. Now, one of the questions to that I believe will come up is, how do I heal from that? Well, with your trust issues, I believe there's two angles. There is the spiritual aspect, which I recommend people who are believers or who are Christians as I am to spend a lot of time with God. Spend intimate time, growing in your faith and understanding what Christ did for us and understanding the power of forgiveness. And once you spend time with God, you spend time learning who He is and falling in love more with Him, then it becomes a lot easier to forgive those who trespass us. And that is, most trust issues come out of terrible experiences, or sometimes it is observation to you seeing different people relationship or different things that happen to thinking that, okay, well, I have to guard myself. This is what's going to happen to me. But a lot of them is just simply experience. Someone betrayed you just a terrible experience. So the best thing to do is learn how to forgive people, but in the spiritual aspect, because you understand that inside of you is blocking you for so many things, spiritual, even blessings from God or better communication with God or learning to love more is stopping you from those things. Now, the second part of that is a non-spiritual aspect. With the non-spiritual aspect, what I do recommend people to do is maybe write about forgiveness, have affirmations, maybe contact a therapist or a life coach, someone who can actually help you, or you help yourself, give yourself a constant reminder that I need to let go of this. It is poison eating me up inside, and unless for me to experience freedom, unless I let go of this thing, I will not experience freedom. It is okay. Sometimes people say, well, don't forget, but you have to forgive and forget, because if you do not forgive, and if you forgive and you do not forget, what happened when that, you simply push it to the side. Whenever you get in contact or you encounter, you're in the midst of the person who is the cause behind that trust issue, who was a catalyst, then everything start to stir up in you, and then you start seeing how this still affecting you negatively. If getting out of the relationship is not the best solution, the first thing you have to recognize and reconcile with and constantly remind yourself is that your partner is not the reason you have trust issues, and that your partner should not suffer because you have trust issues. So you have to look at your partner and recognize that they are a good partner and they've been faithful and so forth, and treat them as if, as they ought to be treated. And with your trust issue, what you're going to have to do is purposely put an effort to simply put it behind you, which means when you look at your partner, when you have different reasons to question your partner, when anything that arises because of trust issue, sit down, slow down, and evaluate to see, am I acting out of the hurt of my past, or is this person legitimately doing something that is wrong? So those are the things you're gonna have to evaluate, and it comes with every situation when there's an argument going to arise because of your trust issue, or something is happening because of the trust issue. You have to sit down and say, is this even worth losing my relationship? Is it because of the problem that I have? And once you notice it is your trust issue that is getting in the way, what you have to do is simply start training your mind, start doing the affirmation, start putting things in the past and say, I will not let this simply ruin everything that I have. Many couples dealing with this issue. It's easier said than done. But the solution is healing, whether you're in a relationship or not. And how you go about healing is what's important. Do not put it in the past. Face the issue. Deal with it. Do not make an excuse of why you're this way and so forth. You have to put the past in the past and bury it. What you have to do is take the necessary step to heal, whether you're in a relationship or outside of relationship, and simply learn that the person you're with or the person of interest or whoever it is not responsible for the torment that you're in. You are responsible for your happiness, and you are responsible for freedom. You have to make the changes, to make the choices, the decisions, and so forth to grow past those experiences that you've had. And this is it for this session of Ask Alex. Feel free to comment, subscribe, or do whatever. Just stay connected.